So it's come to my attention that the numbers on the white balance can be a bit confusing, and that's understandable. But if you stay with me through this video, it would all make sense. You see, white balance is loosely defined as things that are white appearing actually white in your picture. You see, it's not like it's an off-white or it's a bluish white sort of. No, actually appearing white. Now, your brain does a great job of, deciding or knowing like whatever I'm looking at, this is actually white, and the other thing that I'm looking at is not truly white. And that is great, but the camera doesn't have that kind of brain that you do. You are the master, you are the one that decides what is actually white. Now, if we go back to when you were in high school and your teacher took a light and then passed it through a prism, and then through there you saw all these rainbow colors coming out. Even if you didn't do it in physics class, you've probably seen that picture, right? So, what that means is that the visible light that we see is a combination of all the lights in various colors. So here's a catch. If your white in your picture actually looks white, it means that all the other colors in your shot is actually accurate. They are truly what they are. And that is the point of white balance. But in terms of the numbers, here's the thing. The numbers that you see corresponding to the presets that you have in your camera seem to be flipped. The reason is that they're trying to balance each other out. So if you have a light bulb sign, that's the incandescent light, usually it's warm. To balance that out, they cool it down to the opposite. So they add the blue tone. So you see that that bulb seems to have a number below the 5,000, sometimes around the 2,000, 3,000s thereabout, right? And as you go into a much more pure bluish white, where you have like fluorescent lights, as you see on your presets, those ones tend to add the warmth to it, above the 5,000 range. And that is the idea. When it's cloudy, the light that is the sun becomes a bit grayed out. It's shady, it's kind of like soft. And for that, we need to warm it up to bring it back to what it originally was. So that's why those numbers seem to be flipped. They are corrective, they are trying to correct the problem of the light source. So it uses the opposite to correct it and not, exactly as the number is. But you, as a creative who has your white balance in the manual mode, you have more flexibility, more creative options. Every single button on your camera is a creative option. Don't just think of them as, oh, it's a fixed thing and have to use it as they say. Use it as they say, but also you can use it in the creative process. Let me give you one example that is not even white balance related. If you're trying to take a picture and you want your picture to have this grainy effect as though it was shot in, the olden times, you can intentionally use high ISO and low light to achieve that without having to put noise or grain on top of your picture when you're done editing. I hope you're getting the idea. So everything in your camera is a creative process. So white balance, treat it the same. The numbers are corrective. They are not exact. So they add the opposite color to the light source so that it balances out. I hope it all makes sense. So 2000 is cold. And if you have a light that is warm, you apply around the 2000s to counterbalance that, to bring it to the middle. And 10,000 and above is super warm. So if you have a light source that is cold, bluish, you apply the numbers within that area to counterbalance it. That's what the numbers mean. I hope that makes sense.